Okay, so a second video today. Back to the usual subject that we are all so intrigued with. This long, protracted, and bloody annoying wait for some sort of edgeway to be made with this fight. So here and now, varying people, organisations, whatever you want to call it in America, are still trying to get AJ to fight stateside first. Why? Is my question. Why? Why not just say, fair enough, have the first fight in the UK. We understand we've got two brain cells to rub together. We understand you want to make history in the UK. If he fights in the US first, beats Wilder, he's going to be undisputed champion. There's no history to be made in the fight in the UK afterwards. There just isn't, because then he's undisputed champion, and there's just no history in it. So I don't understand how people keep, I keep getting from the US side, 50 million, 50 million, 50 million, 50 million, 50 million, 50 million. Yes, he did say 50 million, but he did not say pay me 50 million and I'll fight in the US and I'll bend over backwards and I'll kiss Donald Trump's ass. And, he just didn't say any of that. He did not say any of that. He said, pay me 50 million, I'll sign the fight tomorrow. But I also remember him saying in this video that people don't seem to mention or remember. But just because they pay for whatever doesn't mean they can have all the say. It doesn't work like that in big fights. They're paying him because they're desperate to have him. That's why they're paying over the odds. I say they're paying him. Are they paying him? Because we've still never seen concrete proof of this 50 million. And I'll say it again, Wilder and his plastic, amateurish video of offer, which is no offer. Anything on a camera is no offer. You want it written, in paper, in front of you, or by email, or whatever. It's in the bag, and then you get people telling me, yeah, he's got it in the bag. And then I had someone tell me the other day, and he means in the proverbial bag. Oh, so he's got the proverbial 50 million then, in the proverbial bag. These people are supposed to be, they keep telling you they're educated, apparently. They're lawyers. I've done business. I've done this. I've done that. You don't come across that way, boys. You don't come across that way. I'm no great intellect. I've not been to university. But I do know about business. I do know when someone's talking complete and utter bullshit. I do know when someone is pulling a fast one from a street point of view. And let's be honest, as professional as it may look, boxing comes from the streets and it's all about fast ones, backdoor deals, and etc., etc., etc. It ain't moved on much from the days of when gangsters run it. Gangsters still run parts of it. Even your top promoters, they're all involved with gangsters in some way or another. Let's not kid ourselves here. Seriously, you can always tell when someone's followed boxing for 5 or 10 years. You can tell. this fresh new stuff. Nah, you can just tell them. I don't care if they're, excuse me, I don't care if they're 25 years old or if they're 55 years old. You can tell a newbie to the boxing business or someone who doesn't fully understand it. You can tell them in a second. In 1 second, I can tell. As soon as they start talking, I can tell you. Because, for instance, like that comment, and I asked him, it's the only answer I've had back from any of them. I won't say who it was, but he come back with it. He's got it in the proverbial bag. If it's in a proverbial bag, then it's a proverbial 50 million, isn't it? It's not real. You know, when you look into it properly, you hear them saying, oh yeah, well, they were looking for sponsorship, etc., to try and get the 50 million. So he hasn't got 50 million. And Al Heyman hasn't got 50 million for him. But Joshua asked for 50 million, yeah. And they always leave the little bit out. He said, pay me 50 million. Up front. Bring me 50 million. Pay me 50 million, whichever way you want to word it. Transfer me 50 million. We can do it loads of different ways. When the nitty gritty comes to it, what the man was saying was, pay me 50 million pounds, $50 million, excuse me, into a bank, and I'll sign the fight tomorrow. What he was not saying was get Deontay Wilder to sit on some bullshit video saying, you know, hey, yo, we got a little surprise for you, you and Eddie Hearn, and it's in the bag, baby, $50 million. Do you accept? What? You get any punk off the street get on a video and say that? Sit here and say it myself. I've managed to raise 50 million. It's in the bag. I got it right here in the bag, baby. No, you haven't. It may seem pedantic of me to talk about this 50 million the way I do, but when they're coming up with, they want to hold Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn to every little single solitary word and syllable that leaves their mouths. Every single little detail and full stop. But he said, do. When you say to them, but Wilder said he had 50 million in a bag. Yeah, but he didn't mean that. He meant proverbially. Oh, did he? So he was a liar then, isn't he? He hasn't got 50 million in a bag. Don't talk shit. It works the same both ways. You can't have it one way for Joshua and Hearn and another way for Finkel and Wilder. No, Ldbc, boys, whatever yous are, girls, all yous. No. It doesn't work like that. If you want to hold Joshua and Hearn to their exact word, full stops, apostrophes and everything, if even half yous know even what any of that stuff is, I'm not even going to go any further. If you want to hold them to their every word and breath that leaves their mouth, then you have to do the same with Wilder. You have to. It's why this video is called Holding People to Their Every Word. Half of them, and I'm going to say this as well, aren't even talking about boxing. It's all about money. It's all about race. It's all about the UK, the US. You ask them a boxing question and they never, ever answer you straight. Because they don't know about boxing. What do you think for the fight? I think Wilder will knock him the fuck out. He'll do. not asking you that. I'm asking you, how do you think the fight will go tactically? There won't be any tactics. Of course there'll be tactics. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Not all, but a lot. And we all know who they are. Nothing more than a gang of social media bully thug boys. They all say that it's like they're reading it off a script. I don't know whether a script's been sent round between all these channels, between a lot of these channels, not all of them. But it's like they're reading from the same piece of paper. They all say the same thing. Plantation hen. Joshua is a coward. It's like one speaks and the other follows. I'm beginning to wonder if it's one person who just does slightly different accents on all these channels. One person. I really am beginning to wonder. Because it's just staggering and pathetic. And to move on to something else I want to talk about, finally, to wrap this up, is the fact that this race thing they play. Deontay Wilder went to the White House yesterday. Now we all know why the White House was called the White House, etc. Or I presume a lot of people do. We all know who the President of the States is. He's not everyone's cup of tea. He's not particularly mine. I don't always think he's wrong on everything, because no one is always wrong on everything. And certain stuff he said, I thought, not a bad idea. Do I think he should be the President of America, though? No. I was a child at the time, but looking back, well, yeah, I was a child at the time, and then near the end, getting a bit more grown up. But looking back, Ronald Reagan should never have been the President of America. Actors, entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call them. Come on. It's just daft. The pardon for the great Jack Johnson. What a fighter he was. And rightly so, give the man the pardon. But you've got, I know Wilder has said it, the UK is racist. Lots of his followers love to play the white race card. Using nothing but, are you white? As soon as you say you're white, you're racist. Anyone who agrees with a white man, any black man who agrees with a white man is a coon on their channels, or worse. I'm not sure you can get much worse, in my opinion. You can call anyone that. But I'll use these words just to, they call other blacks coons, they call them Sambos, they call them Uncle Toms, they call them various things. Yet Wilder attends the White House with the supposed white racist president who they all hate, detest. Well, I'm not for 1 minute calling Wilder anything. But why don't all these people jump on him? I mean, these a certain fraction of the Ldbc. We all know what I'm on about. There's not been a mention of it at all. Again, graceful for Wilder. And I don't want them to as such, but what I'm getting at is their own hypocriticalness. They're hypocrites. It's done to suit, you know. It's people who want to, as much as they go on about whatever, they're trying to instill hate in people. They're trying to cause hate. They're trying to cause tension at times. You know, you can't, again, we come back to, like I say, holding people to the words, and this is what I'm getting at again, the hypocritism. They want it one way for them and who they support. They don't slate anyone else. If that had been Joshua gone to meet Trump yesterday, just imagine it. That it'd have been that coon ass, blah 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 blah, from the UK going to meet Trump. Ain't none of his business and all this. That's the way they twisted it. You know, it's staggering. Absolutely staggering the way they carry on. I'll probably touch on that in a bit more detail. There's a few other things I wanted to add in there. Respect to Jack Johnson, by the way, great guy. And there's a brilliant story about Jack Johnson and an actor. I don't know if anyone knows it. I'm not going to mention the actor's name yet, but a great story about him. And if anyone knows, and if anyone listening knows, and you want to feel free to drop the actor's name in who you think I'm on about, do so at the end of this video, because you know, comments below, because I'm going to try and talk about it a little bit in another video shortly. For now, take care all, and I do mean all, even the guys who criticising here. As I say, it's never personal. I'm really only talking about people's opinions, what I see on here. I don't never wish any bad on anyone or anything. God bless you all. Like, subscribe, or give me a bit of stick, I don't mind. Peace for now.